Hey guys, and welcome. I'm Scott, and welcome to my channel, Escape Art by Scott. And really appreciate you guys, watching my video. My last video I done was about 8 days ago or so, and I can't believe it's been 8 days since I did my last video, but I guess it is. So I got my canvas ready, my paints are ready, brushes are ready, I'm ready. I know you're ready. So let's you and I do a little painting today. Now up here I have a 16 by 20 canvas up here, and what I'm about to do, put some white paint up here. And right now I don't have no paint on my brush. I just wanted to show you. And this is the way I put on my paint. The white paint, that is, just straight across, very light coat. And before I apply the paint, I'm going to mist it a little bit with a little water. To keep it a little wet, so when I put on my blue up here, it will blend into the into that white paint, and it makes the blending process a little easier. Now, all my videos that I do and the way I paint, maybe what I say and what I do won't hold up in court, but it works for me. So this is what I do. Well, if you like it, fine. You don't like it, well, that's fine too. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the camera, put this white paint on, just to save a little space on my camera, my battery life. I'm going to try to get this paint in one little clip, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I applied my white paint up here. Now I'm going to take some phthalo blue and just come right up here and just put in this blue right here. This is the way that I do it. And at least some wide openings, areas no paint. And then come back in here and get a little bit more of this phthalo blue. And come right up in here. Yeah. And as you're working down, the paint gets lighter and lighter because it's mixing in with that white paint. Also, up here, by the time you get down here, you have a little paint on your brush. So again, and I want to go right about there. Now with the same brush, just slightly blend from the bottom up. That quick, you got a nice little sky. Now I want to darken these little areas up here and there, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm pretty much done with it. Just put me a little blue, some more little phthalo blue on my brush here. Now all you got to do is to make little clouds. All you got to go just touch it. And you make these little fine little clouds. Then you can brush it. That's simple. You can just make these little clouds. I just want to show you just another way of making clouds. Just a little brush on your brush and just tap. I mean, anybody can do that, right? I mean, has anything I've done so far hard, difficult? If this is hard and difficult in your mind, the only thing that I can tell you guys is more medicine. Take more medicine, okay? Or, that hospital that had released you too soon. So, so I'm just saying, all I do is very easy. I don't get technical with this stuff here. So, if I can paint this, I know you guys can, alright? So I'll be right back. Alright. Got some black and some green on my brush here. I want to come back in here and put a little clip in. Let's see here. Gotta decide where I want this. Let's go with it right here. Let's see, it comes out to here. then it curves in. Need that little curve. See, the idea is I want to have some water running off and coming down here, and I wanted this sky to show behind it. Just come right down here. See, if I didn't have that curve, it'd be right here, and you won't be able to see that sky. So, and while this paint is wet, you can come back here with your brush and just pop in the little trees. Something like that. We'll come back and fix that up a little bit. Alright. So remember, black and sap green, or you can just use black or black and brown, whatever. Black and blue, it don't matter. As long as it should be a little dark color. And again, I'll come back in here and put some lighter color in here and just lighten it up a little bit. Alright. I'll be right back. I got just a little bitty brush right here with some phthalo blue on it. A very light phthalo blue. I put some paint on it, then I took off the excess, okay? So you just come right up in here. And you just put in your little waterfall. Alright. Now, come back and just touch a little bit of white to that. Take off the excess. Remember, you always can add more. Come back here. It's almost a mist. That's the kind of effect that I'm trying to achieve. Because this waterfall is so far away, it ain't going to have a lot of detail. So I'm going to touch this up, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to come back here. I got me some sap green and yellow. I got it mixed, and now I'm going to come back in here and just make a little, something like that. It's almost, I wanted to like a hill that's right there. Going to get a little bit more yellow on here. And this is where you put how the land flows, lay of the land, however you want to say it. Put your little hills in where you want them. Now I'm just going to go right into straight sap green. Let's say I want a hill right here, so I'll put one in there. Now the color I made this cliff here, I'm using now on my brush. And I'm going to come right back in here and do this number here. Because this is where I want to start putting in the detail of grass. You know, this is way too far back for details. So now we're getting to the area, you know, where you need to have some more details in your painting. Like that. A little more paint. There. Alright, I need to wait for that to dry. So this will give me time to little jig around a little bit. You know, in my other videos, you know, I talked about a little bit about, you know, hunters, how they can go out there and take their rifles and put their crosshairs on these animals, tigers, and you know, these beautiful animals, and they pull the trigger. Now, I really don't understand that. That just kind of just burns me up. And then they want to take pictures of with a, you know, kneeling by a dead animal. I mean, really? What have you accomplished? You accomplished nothing. Okay? I don't know, maybe I'm kind of a animal lover. Loved animals ever since I was a little kid. And so now, to give you some examples of you know, animals and even insects, really, they just fascinate me of all what they can do. You know, let's say talk about the whales, the blue whale, the biggest animal on the planet, right? Now, the way I understand it, now just imagine this, the heart of that blue whale is as big as a small car, and it weighs as much as a small car. And to give you an example of how big that blue whale is, the tongue of that blue whale weighs as much as a full-grown elephant. I mean, there's an elephant inside the whale's mouth, okay? I mean, that is ridiculous. And I heard a while back on the Animal Planet or whatever channel I was watching, where they were talking about, you know, these planes that go out there in the ocean, pick up this water, and they take it to these forest fires, you know, and all that water that one plane can hold when they fly over those fires and they dump all that water out. Well, one of the people that does that, you know, for a living, the pilot, whoever, well, I don't know who it was, but anyway, they said that the blue whale can carry, you know, when it eats, when it opens up its mouth, I think the man said 4 times as much as that airplane can carry. I mean, imagine that, an animal can hold in its mouth as much water, 4 times as much as those planes do that puts out those forest fires. I mean, man. And this is all kind of things that animals do. You know, cheetahs running 70 miles an hour, you know. But those hunters go out there, they can't outrun my bullet. I mean, come on. That's garbage. But anyway, enough on that. I'm going to get back to my painting. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and I left a little spot open up here in the sky, just a little bit too wet still. I'm going to come up here and start putting in some little clouds up here. And I'm going to leave that open because I'm going to use that for my sun. I thought it'd be a nice little spot, you know, for a sun, so leave it. And now I want to come up here. I just got me some plain old white paint on my brush here. And just come up in here. Let's put a nice little clouds up here. Yeah. Alright. Getting pretty good there. Something like this. And come back, get some more paint. Right in here. Keep that old brush moving. Keep it moving. And just take your brush and just blend this out a little bit, make it soft. Right back in here. There. I'm going to keep on working with this, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, now I'm done with my little clouds up here. And now I'm going to come in here and put in some grass. And I'm using I just put some sat green, some yellow on a brush right here. And all you got to do is just tap on this way. And again, you know, the rule is don't cover up all this black that you put in. Ooh, don't want to do that. Alright, now you know how to do it. Just tap, and I'm going to finish this up, and I'll be right back. Now I just use the same black I used here and then up here, and I'm going to put in a nice little tree. I think a good tree right here. So, this right here. And you got a split right there. And you can wiggle on the outside to make it look, you know, a little gnarly little tree. There. Now, if you don't put a little wiggle in there, the edges are going to be straight. So if that's what you want, fine. Something like that. I'll be right back. Alright, got me some yellow ochre on my brush, and just come up here. It needs to be on a brush because you need to brush this in. Don't use a palette now because you're going to put too much paint on there. Again, this is so far away you can hardly tell. So, come right up in here and just brush it in. The little stones. You can use whatever color you want. I got me a mixture of some blue and some black and white to make a little blue-gray color. So all kind of stuff is going to come up here. I'm just starting off with some yellow ochre. And then just brushing it in, you know, just to soften it up. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to start coming in here and put some old leaves in. And come right about in here. Got the old filbert brush going here. Going right over my nice clouds, ain't I? But that happens. You know, what I say about that is don't even look at those clouds. So you just go right over them like they ain't even there. Because if you hesitate because of what's behind that, then this right here won't look good. And this is old sap green I'm using here. At least some air is open in your tree. So let the sky show through. If you can. Try to let that old cloud seep right through there. And again, I have no idea what type of tree this is. I'm just painting. It might not even exist. I don't know. Don't even care. Alright, almost done with this. Down here some. And again, when you're painting your trees, make sure you go over the bark of the tree, the tree trunk. There. Alright. Almost done, guys. Hold on. Almost done. Now I'm going to come back with some lighter green. This is a green and a lot of yellow mixed in. And I just tap the excess off. Right here on the highlights. Let's highlight some of these trees. These leaves, rather. Right up here. Not too much. Right on the top where all those sun hitting, those sunshine. Right in here. Right here. Alright, I'll probably come back and touch that up, but I'm going to come back and put the bark in. Hold on. Alright, got my old palette knife here, and come right up here and just touch it. And this right here, don't fight this. Just let it happen. As it comes off the palette knife, don't, I'm going to come back and get a little touch of yellow ochre a little bit. Right in here. There's many ways to apply this. Sometimes I change it up myself. Getting a little black. Just a good tree color, guys. That's all I'm saying. Good. I mean, you won't find pink and purple in my tree, all right? Not in the bark of the tree. All right, come up here. Let's get this one. Load it back up. All right, get a little yellow ochre right through here. A little more black here. Right. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll come back and touch this up a little bit, put more little highlights through here, come up here. At the very bottom of your tree, you need to come back with your brush and just at the foot of the tree, put some grass in right there. So now the tree is sitting in the ground. Right now it looks like it's sitting on top of the grass, okay? So if you come back in here and put some more grass in, it'll look right. Alright? So I'm gonna call this one finished. I hope you enjoyed this one. And hopefully I can make some more videos. I've been a little busy. Again, you know, my last video was about 8 days ago. Can't believe it's been 8 days since I did a video. But oh well, it is what it is. So until next time, guys, hope you can come back and see me. And until next time, you guys take care of yourselves.